7:35. Now, this is a really lovely story. Two new runners have qualified for the Tokyo Olympics this summer after they won the British Marathon trials on Friday. And really, it was an unexpected triumph for both of them.
Yes, Steph Davis, who won the women's race, only ran her first marathon 3 years ago, and she works full time as well. She runs as on the side. Chris Thompson has hit his stride at the age of 39. He's been running for years. It came in the same week, though, that he became a father for the first time. So let's just take a quick look at what it meant to them both.
Look at the clock. It's going to be under 2:11. It's a massive personal best for Chris Thompson. One of the nice men of the sport. One of the really delightful individuals. Takes the win here at Kew Gardens. You can feel it, can't you? A man who wears his heart in his sleeve. He looks like he could go round again.
I can't. We did it, Alan. I feel like, I don't know, this week has just knocked me for six. I've been trying to hold it together, and everything just, I don't know, I've never felt so much emotion in my life.
Well, I think Chris has caught his breath now because we can speak to him. He's in Surrey, and Steph also joins us from South London this morning. Hello and congratulations to both of you. Absolutely fantastic achievement. Steph, if we can come to you first. Oh, hang on a sec. Now look.
Steph's just been upstage.
Sorry, Steph. We'll come to you in a moment because Chris has just been handed his tiny newborn baby. Oh, Chris, just tell us all about this little one.
He's just been having breakfast. We're trying to time it because he's so he can say hi. But he's a little star, and he's shown his appreciation in his own little way.
I tell you what, he's beautiful. What weight was he when he was born?
He was £10 2 ounces.
Oh, wow.
So
I thought he looked like a big fella. Wow.
When he said hello to the world, the midwives were like, "Whoa, he's a big boy." And we're not particularly big people ourselves. Gemma's also an ex-Olympian in Beijing. Hello.
Do you want to just, can we see him a little bit more? Can you just, obviously very carefully, look at him there.
He's got his I Love Mummy, his I Love Mummy kit on. He has no idea he's on TV right now. All he's thinking about is food and the fact he needs his nappy changed. I think that's
my
brilliant.
Goodness. What a moment for him.
Hopefully you've recorded it and you can play it back to him at his 18th birthday or something like that, Chris.
I'll hand him back so he can carry on his breakfast.
No problem. You hand him back. We'll have a quick word with Steph and then we'll come back to you.
Thank you, Gem.
Amazing. Steph, anyway, back to you. We are as excited to speak to you this morning, no doubt about it. What did it feel like when you crossed the line in these very strange circumstances, but in beautiful surroundings of Kew Gardens?
Yeah, good morning. Kew Gardens was absolutely beautiful. I don't know how much of it I actually took in on the way round. It was just unbelievable when I crossed the line. I was like Chris, I had just every emotion. There were happy tears, so much excitement. I just couldn't wait to kind of, especially give my coach a big high five and to celebrate because we've put so much hard work into this. And with the marathon, just anything could have happened on the day. I knew from my training that if things went well for me, that it could be a good result. But with the marathon, anything can kind of play out throughout the race. And I did feel quite strong, but kind of 90 minutes in, I made that breakaway. And then it was just kind of focusing on each kilometre and each lap as they came, to make sure that I didn't kind of lose track of my place and my time, and kept pushing to the finish. But the pacers really kind of helped as well. Josh was with me till pretty much one lap on my own at the end. And by that point, I was just absolutely buzzing and really, really wanted just to get that finish line as quick as possible.
And I mean, just tell us, Steph, for you, I mean, you work, full time. I mean, you're an Olympian in the old sense of the word, I guess. You're an amateur athlete. So to achieve what you have achieved is remarkable. You only took it up 3 years ago. How tough is it to balance those and juggle all of the commitments that you have?
So I actually work part-time for Lazard Asset Management. I work 3 days a week there. I was full time, and then when I ran the Olympic qualifying time in December 2019, work were really supportive and they allowed me to reduce my hours. So I went down to 3 days a week and was training at that point for the London Marathon, where the trials were meant to take place last April. And that has been a big help, just having those 2 extra days in my week to kind of focus on training and mainly just have the extra time to recover. That's been like really valuable, because it is a balancing act trying to fit everything in. With COVID, I guess it makes things a little bit easier. We don't really have much of a social life when we're always in lockdown. So that was one thing that then I could put to the side and just focus on kind of work and running. So it was worked out being a good balance for me. So I've got to shout out to Lazar for really letting me do that and being so supportive with my work and my running and having that good balance.
Chris, you were at the Olympics in 2012, in fact, weren't you, racing in the 10,000 metres? Did you ever think then in 2021 you would be competing in this completely different event?
No, not even remotely. I mean, I was, as you say, I was at London 2012, and I competed the night of that Super Saturday, when it was just a crazy night of the British medals with Mo, Jess and Greg. And I unfortunately had a bit of an injury going into it, and I didn't have the best day, but it was, I kind of viewed it as I had the best seat in the house. I was on the track watching everything unfold and trying to compete. And I came away from that thinking there's not a huge amount left in the sport for me to experience or achieve. And there's been a lot of moments of I should retire, I want to retire. I've had Achilles operations. I've had a lot of things happen, and to have a moment like I did on Friday, I still can't quite believe it. I've never experienced such a strong, like Steph. It's just to cross the line and become an Olympian on a day and everything happen is one thing, but to do it off the back of having a child and everything that's happened over the years and this year and everything, I still can't get my head around it. I'm exhausted right now because this is the dose of reality I've got. You hear this from parents. I do that in the morning, and I was up till 6 a.m. with Theo, feeding him, changing him, burping him, and I'm like, this is reality. I mean, he doesn't care at the moment. He just wants me to look after him, and I'm just all over the place. I still can't come down from it all. It's just the fact I'm talking to you guys on breakfast at BBC. I watch you talk to people, that I'm not the person being interviewed. This doesn't happen. This is not real.
Well, do you know what? I mean, it's phenomenal at 39. I just wonder if I could ask you a quick question about the kind of technical questions, I suppose.
Yeah.
Chris, I noticed when you were, you dropped back, didn't you? You ran your own race. You let them run away from you, which must be quite a brave thing to do, because I guess you know what you've got to do and you know your body, but did you worry that you'd lost it because you'd let them go?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, marathon running is it's very strange that you prepare so hard, you train so hard, and then the back off is so great that you almost forget the last good session you had, and so you go into it feeling like it's been a while since you've run hard and really pushed your body, and there's an element of, can I still do this? What's going on? The conditions on the day, how everyone else is going to respond. And quite early on, I wasn't feeling particularly like I was enjoying the pace that we were going at. And I thought, I need to do my own thing for a little bit. And I thought, if the gap happens, it happens. And it grew a bit bigger than I was hoping it would, but I couldn't do anything about it at that point other than just run my own race. And I thought the second half things would mix up a bit, but I honestly, there was the amount of times that went through my head, I thought, A, I've messed this up, and B, these guys are in better shape than I thought. And I was trying to just stick in it. And yes, it was deliberate, but you're watching your Olympics in the distance get away from you, and you're thinking, this really is the moment that it's slipping through. And for it to turn on its head like it did, I think just added to the emotion even more, because I just went from It's 35 seconds in front of me is the Olympics to I'm in front, I'm going away. Don't cramp. Just don't cramp. I'm screaming at myself. Don't cramp.
Yeah. And actually, the race strategy, Steph, yours was completely different because you took the lead from about the halfway mark, almost kind of a bit like Paula Radcliffe style. But just finally and briefly, what is it going to feel like? Can you have any idea, or do you have any idea, to actually be there representing Great Britain in that strip out there in Japan in an Olympics, in an event that you didn't even do 3 years ago?
Yeah, I'm so excited. This is my first time wearing the GB and vest and representing my country. I was meant to for the World Half Marathon Championships last October, but I had to pull out due to injury. So I've had the kit sitting there, so I'm so excited to actually be able to put it on and wear it for a race, and to be able to do it for the marathon, which is my favourite event. I love training for it. I just love everything about it. It's so exciting, especially at the Olympic Games. I can't believe it. Like Chris was saying, it's still all sinking in. It's just been a mad 48 hours since the race. It's just been so overwhelming, but in a great way. The sport's just been amazing. So I can't wait to start planning the training and get to Japan.
Well, enjoy every minute and the build up over the next few weeks and months. So we'll follow your interest, both of you. Your progress with great interest. Thank you so much for talking to us, and best of luck with gorgeous Theo as well, Chris. Thank you for showing him to us.
Right, it's just after 7:45.